Hey there, it's Mary Sheila from BioYouth Labs. I want to talk a little bit about stress today because it's something that we all have in common. We all experience, and collectively, we've been experiencing it in a lot of different ways in the last few years. At BioYouth, we use supportive herbs and nutrients that have been shown and tested to support the stress response. And we also know that it takes more than just taking a supplement. A supplement is just that. It's a supplement to all the other things that we do in our life. So I want to just talk a little bit about the stress response and what it means in the body, and just a couple ways that I like to manage my own stress when I'm feeling it. And I will just, as an example, show you that I'm outside right now. It's a brisk winter day, and that is a really nice and calming place for me to be if I am feeling stressed, or if I just need to take space, cool off, cool down. Going outside, I mean, it's just like our nature's gift. It beckons us out. Come on out, relax, take a deep breath, breathe some fresh air, listen to and feel and experience the elements and the other critters that are around, existing at the same time that we are. Because what happens internally when we have any kind of stress is our cortisol starts to go up. Cortisol is a hormone that is our ally. It is a hormone that supports us. It's like our first responder coming to our rescue anytime we experience any stress. So it's literally what I like to call, our own personal first responder. And we also call it our fight or flight response. And it helps us to take action. So it gets the body into gear, right? But sometimes we don't necessarily need to get in gear. We don't really get in gear. We're just still sitting and spewing and feeling stressed. Sometimes we actually do have to fight or flight, but sometimes we actually don't have to fight or flight. But that rise in cortisol can end up affecting our sleep. It can affect our mood. It can impact our cravings for other foods, specifically too much sugar. So it just plays a lot of roles that can become negative over time. I mean, it's our ally when we need it, and it helps us to, take action and do what we need to do because it heightens everything, heightens our response. But, if it's chronic and all the time, then it becomes degrading and it's not beneficial. It doesn't allow our cells to relax and heal and recuperate and detoxify the same way that it would if we are just heightened all the time. So there's a lot of reasons for stress, and some of them are quite obvious, but what I want to talk a little bit about is just, again, how we can access de-stressing, like going outside, taking some deep breaths, some of the things I've talked about in some of the other videos. Sorry, I'm a little wobbly here. But basically, the other thing I want to talk about is the importance of really balancing our blood sugar. Sometimes all we get into our system, into our body, is maybe stimulants, like, oh, I'm going to have some caffeine in the morning, and then we don't prioritize our meals. A big part of the snack culture that we're a part of, that we're kind of victim to, is the belief from, the food industry that oh, well, Mary Sheila's not going to have time to make breakfast, so we'll just have a quick, easy snack available. And, oh, well, they have meetings all morning. We'll just bring, get a culture of bringing donuts or snacks to the meeting so people can eat and power through their hunger and keep working hard for us, right? And not prioritizing the time it takes to make a meal, a balanced meal, sit down to a balanced meal, eat a balanced meal, properly digest it, maybe even go for a little walk after a meal. So prioritizing meals not only is calming to the body and helpful for the nutrients that it has, because, stress kind of burns up a lot of our vitamins and minerals. So the more we eat regularly, the more we can have less of those, more of those vitamins and minerals to support the body in any kind of stress response. But the other piece is that when we sit down and eat a meal and then, get back to it, we're balancing our blood sugar. And blood sugar that's unstable, either going too high or too low, can actually really be stressful. Be stressful to the body on the inside. So then we have to think about, oh, our body, our adrenals are coming to the response of high blood sugar or low blood sugar. What I want to share and impart for you is to take the time to nourish yourself. to nourish yourself with balanced meals, to prepare your food, to sit down and eat, right? Don't eat over the sink and don't eat in front of the computer. Say, you know what? I am worth sitting down and enjoying this meal. Maybe eating it outside if it's warm enough, or by an open window. Sometimes what I do is I sit down at a chair without a table in front of it. So one hand has to hold my plate or bowl and the other hand has to hold my fork. And then I actually can't read or scroll or do anything like that. I'm kind of forced to just be present with my food because, you know, we can all become addicted to technology or anything like that. Even if we're health minded and health practitioners, we all can maybe become addicted. So those are my tips for you today, is just getting outside. And as I'm talking, I'm actually leaning up against this nice tree that's got all this ivy on it. I don't love the ivy as much as I love the tree. But I'm sitting next to this nice tree and that feels good. I'm outside, my dog's running around. I'm, going to take more deep breaths while I'm out here. And, I just had lunch, so I had a good balanced meal and I'm coming outside supporting digestion. That's all going to support my stress response and bring it down. And that's exactly what I want to do. So I just invite you to continue this journey with us here at BioYouth and just keep really stepping into everything you can do to support your body and your health and your well-being, your body, mind, and spirit. We're here for you. We love to support you and share more with you. So please, comment below. And if you're, you can always like and subscribe to this channel if you're watching this on YouTube. But we have got your back. We're here for you. And we look forward to continuing the conversation. Have a good day.